answering your one question. It doesn't limit me to that in every aspect. There's other aspects of that.
But you ain't saying.
Because I don't have to. Because you asked me one question. You didn't say, am I responsible for my aunties and for young women? Of course.
They not black women?
Of course. But I'm responsible for my actions as a person. I'm not living anybody else's life. If I see somebody going the wrong way, of course I'm going to help them. Like, one question does not apply to the whole thing.
He didn't ask you who's responsible for holding you accountable. He said who's responsible for holding black women.
Me. I am responsible for holding myself as a black woman.
You talking about yourself. We're not talking about
Bro,
you.
how can I... My love, you're not responsible for her or him or this person. Like, you ask who's responsible for holding a black woman accountable.
Not a black woman.
He said black women.
Okay.
It's a general.
I'm responsible for
about
holding
yourself.
myself. Yeah, because, oh my God.
What's up with it, YouTube? It's your boy Big Reacts. Bumming at you with a brand new video. Hey man, today we got a banger, man. Today we got Daily Wrap Up Crew podcast again with Black Men Don't Like Us. TikTok sparks heated debate about black men. Now look, women always gotta say something about black men, dog. Like, what is it about us that y'all keep having to talk about, bro? We letting y'all do exactly what y'all want to do. We letting y'all do exactly what y'all want to do. Why are we still getting bullshit? Fuck it though. It is what it is, man. Look, we finna go into the video. If y'all like that intro up at the beginning, be sure to like the video. Because if you like that intro, you gonna like the video. Comment, you got something to say about the video or me. Subscribe if you know and miss the content, man. Without further ado, let's get into this shit, man.
Who is responsible for holding black women accountable? Because clearly they can do whatever the fuck they want. So I'm just a girl. Can you explain this? Because your whole platform is about holding black women accountable, and you have gotten a lot of pushback, specifically from black women who have tried to, out you. They try to Google your man and find out his social security number, leak it online and shit like that. So. Again, when a lot of the criticism is that when men have a platform and they talk about women say it's not a man's job or responsibility to hold black women accountable. Black women need to hold women accountable. Clearly, that's not a thing. So, what's your thoughts on this topic?
Honestly, like you said, it's no one can hold black women accountable. Because it's all really BS when we say it's very cliche to say, let black women hold us accountable, black women mind your business. But we can't. Black women, unfortunately, we have adopted this mentality that I can do whatever I want to do and can't nobody tell me anything. And this is why we are where we're at. So when we try to have these conversations and try to hold each other accountable, you do get it out of that. Well, it's not my job. It's not your job. Mind your business. And I think we live in a very selfish, egotistical society now that nobody cares. We don't care. Like, I care about my sister, but her friend, I don't care about her but I can see her going downhill about to get hit by a bus. Well, it ain't my business, right? So I think if you're a black woman and the whole black woman accountable, you have to be ready to fight. Because it's going to come with a lot, just to say, sis, I don't want to see you out here doing that. And anybody who knows my platform, I'm always thinking about how young girls are being influenced. So what us grown women are doing, it's influencing these girls to do these out of control, I don't care attitudes. They have the most disgusting attitudes, and you can't even check them because they have their moms who say I could do whatever I want. So can't no one hold us accountable. No, not a black man, a white man. Your white boss probably the only one who can tell us what to do because he pay us. A gay man can tell us what to do. That's it still revolves around if it's a black woman or a black man, a straight black man, we don't want to hear it. And it's unfortunate. We are really in a place where we don't even realize how bad off we are. Like we don't.
Yeah.
A woman who has it all figured out, and I'm saying, sis, I can help you. And you say, I don't need your help. I'm gonna do what I want to do. But I'm watching you do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it's not working. So instead of saying, you know what, sis, you're right. Let me take heed to this. I'm gonna fight because can't nobody tell me nothing.
So
yeah, the only person that's gonna be able to get to black women are the type of person that the black women look up to or want to be like. The crazy part is that most of these black women want to be like Cardi B. That's the problem.
Well, let me start here with this question. Who do you think can hold Black women accountable?
Are we talking to Biotic now?
HIV positive. She wearing that shit like it's a badge of honor.
I don't have an opinion on that. I feel like to each is his own. Maybe their community, I don't know. Maybe their friends, their mom, whoever their support system is, that's who can hold them accountable. So that's my intake on that.
Okay. What's your thoughts?
I would say due to experience, it will probably be a village. I feel like people take heed to certain people, certain mentorships, and can be very adaptive depending on like their nurture and their background, like what they've been exposed to. So I do believe that it's hard to hold Black women accountable for certain things. But I do kind of agree with the to each. I agree with both of you, honestly. It's a to each his own, because I've had experience with my mom, even with her giving me feedback and from her experience. And I feel like a lot of times they try to implode or tell you what they've been through and try to place it on you. Like, I've been through this, so don't do this. It's like, just because your finger burned when you touched the pot don't mean mine will. So I feel like a lot of people, they want to try it. It's like a trial and error in life. And sometimes you need to experience before you can really be adaptive to it. You can't just take somebody's
You got
word for it.
burn-proof fingers?
I'm just saying, you never...
Or some like what? Bro, somebody tell me that they did this same exact shit that I'm doing right now, especially somebody like my mom or my pops, like somebody that I'm supposed to look up to, I'm supposed to listen to. They raised me. Damn near everything I know of my age right now from growing up as an adolescent is from them. So why the fuck would I not listen to them? If they tell me I was on drugs and I got fucked up real bad, why would I go do those same drugs they told me not to do? This is a quote that resonates a lot with men. We understand this quote. It says, only a fool will have to go through certain things to learn those mistakes. A wise person can learn from other people's mistakes and learn not to go through that. Men resonate with this well. It's actually a saying for men, but it works for women too. Women don't understand the phrase, and that's crazy. We live by phrases, literally.
No, but sometimes you need to experience what somebody is trying to recommend rather than just taking their recommendation and running with it. So let me feel the burn, and then I'm like, all right, you was right. Let's move forward. Rather than...
Okay, but you're going to do it again the next time I say don't do it. So, like, what you learning from that? What you learning from doing it yourself? What are you learning from it? Let me know.
Me actually saying, like, she said it's hot. It don't really look that hot, but I'm going to just run with it. So I think it's a trial and error type thing. I'm using the pot as an example.
No, I got you.
Yes.
Keep your opinion to yourself.
What's your thoughts?
I believe we're all responsible for ourselves. We are here. We are not put here to live someone else's life. We're not put here to live somebody else's journey. We're not here to grow our mother's garden. We learn from experience, and we are responsible for ourselves. Like, you can't blame somebody else for what you do. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that we are accountable for our actions. We live and we learn. Like, sometimes we make wrong decisions, but it's us who have to pay for it, not somebody else. So we are responsible for us and our actions. Women, Black women, whoever it is, I am responsible for myself. She responsible for herself. She responsible for herself. She responsible for herself.
You responsible for yourself.
Is how she thinks. She got to be responsible for what comes with that.
Responsible,
That's for her. That's not for me.
But we're talking about accountable. She heard the question. She heard accountable, but she heard responsible. Responsibility and accountability are two different things. Yes, we're responsible for ourselves. But that's not what accountability means, bro. Accountability means that you have to be responsible for your actions, but you also have to know the reason why you have to be responsible for your actions. The actions that you do are very important in shaping who you are as a person in your future. So not understanding accountability is not understanding what those decisions will heal for you for your future. That's like following Cardi B, but not expecting to be a single baby mama. Like if you follow somebody like that, that's how your life will go. That's what accountability means. So responsibility has nothing to do with accountability. Yes, you have to be responsible for your own actions, but accountability holds you responsible for those actions and explains why you are. You feel me? So at the end of the day, they don't understand what accountability means. Responsibility is obvious to understand. Accountability, that's like them trying to understand calculus without even knowing what math is.
Me, because I don't feel that way. So I'm responsible for me. She responsible for her. Everybody responsible for themselves.
Yeah, responsible, yeah.
Yeah, our community. This is why I be like, our community be in trouble because we got motherfuckers that be thinking like, well, what's your thoughts on this?
I would say that I think that is a detriment, first of all, because we should be, if we want to build community around our neighbors, I should be able to tell you something, you should be able to hear it, and vice versa. And as a father to a young girl and boys, what I do is going to affect their lives. So if we sit here and say that we are only useful for ourselves, or we're responsible for what we do for ourselves, I can't sit here and agree. I'm going to be responsible for my sister walking up and down the street, my homegirls, my mama, cousins, nieces, and that just don't stop. And whatever they do is wrong, I'm gonna let them know, and I want them to do the same thing for me, because that's how we build community.
That's okay. When one says that, you ask who's responsible for, what was the question?
Who is responsible for holding black women?
I'm with a black woman. I have a black woman. I have a black mother. I have a black auntie. I'm naming multiple black women I'm responsible for.
That's fine.
And I will hold them accountable.
That's okay.
And the same
it's
thing.
okay to give advice, and it's okay to, like, it's not limited. You ask who's responsible for black women's ideas on what did you ask? Your question?
Who's responsible for holding black women accountable?
Yes, that's all you ask. It's not saying.
No,
it's not.
He is. He's saying
I am.
He is
No, that's not okay. But I'm just saying it's not limited to that. Why
not?
I'm saying that it's not just limited. Me saying that we're responsible for ourselves does not mean that's it. Like, doesn't mean that I can't give advice to somebody else. I'm saying that my choices, I'm responsible for what the choices that I make. I'm not saying that I won't give advice to somebody that I'm seeing going the wrong way. Of course not. Of course, that's not what I'm saying.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, who are responsible for holding black women accountable? She talking about
saying I'm answering your one question. It doesn't limit me to that in every aspect. There's other aspects of that.
But you ain't saying
because I don't have to. Because you asked me one question. You didn't say, am I responsible for my aunties and for young women? Of course.
They not black women?
Of course. But I'm responsible for my actions as a person. I'm not living anybody else's life. If I see somebody going the wrong way, of course I'm going to help them. Like, one question does not apply to the whole thing.
He didn't ask you who's responsible for holding you accountable. He said who's responsible for holding black women.
Me. I am responsible for holding myself as a black woman.
You talking about yourself. We're not talking about
Bro,
you.
how can I, my love, you're not responsible for her or him or this person. Like, you ask who's responsible for holding a black woman accountable.
Not a black woman.
He said black women.
Okay.
It's a general.
I'm responsible
you talking
for
about
holding
yourself.
myself. Yeah, because, oh my God. God bless. God bless. Because, like, I can't control other people. If I see somebody and I want to give advice and I see them going the wrong way, or I see a better way for them, of course I'm going to offer that to them. Right. But I'm not responsible for their decisions. They're on their own journey.
That's not what the questions ask you. If you're responsible for their actions.
He asked me the question that he asked me that
if you say you seen something,
but it's not limited. This is what I'm saying. It's not limited. My answer, it doesn't mean like what he's saying. Oh, I'm responsible for my auntie and my mother and my sister. So am I. But just because I say that I'm responsible for myself, yes, because I'm responsible for my actions. But that doesn't limit me to say that I'm selfish and I don't care about my community. That's not that. Like, we don't need to attack each other for just answering one question.
Nobody's attacking you. I'm trying to explain the question.
I'm just saying that I didn't say that. I'm saying we don't need to, just because I'm answering the question specifically that was asked. Like, it doesn't make, just because I say yes to this doesn't mean there's a no to everything else.
All right. What's your thoughts on this thing?
Silly.
She said silly? She didn't even answer the question still. She was talking for 3 minutes and still didn't answer the question still. Who is responsible for holding black women accountable? The shorty in the pink said nobody, because at the end of the day, can't nobody make can't nobody make black women hold themselves accountable. And I could say everybody, but at the end of the day, I know black women only gonna listen to who they look up to. And they don't have much to look up to. They don't look up to their mamas that raised them. They look up to Cardi B. So this question is kind of a hard question, because all the black women that answered after the third person literally said what the person, fuck it, bro. Every female that answered after the first woman in the pink, they all said what she said they was gonna say. Because they're one-wired. They don't understand accountability. They don't even understand personality or responsibility. It's confusing, bro. And this is why I say you can't never understand what a female or a woman, how they think. You can't understand the way they think, because Shorty said, if somebody tell me the pot is burning and they touch it and it's going to burn their finger, I'm still going to do it.
Real silly.
Women versus men all the time. Like,
That's crazy.
I'm trying to explain the question to you. You clearly understand the
I hear
question.
you. And all right, clearly
Keep
I didn't. So
going.
Can I
explain it.
elaborate on this? I think that this is an issue that we have, that we as women we can't speak in general. We always make it about like us, right? So when we talk about, it could be anything. Like, what do you think about cars? Well, I don't like cars. It's like, well, in general though, like let's talk about cars in general, not like your car doesn't work right or this. So when we try to talk about as a whole, it still goes back to like me, what I can do. If we talk about again
it's all
as a
about
whole,
me.
how do we hold us accountable?
Right.
How do we do better as a whole? Because what one of us does, it affects us all. I don't know why we don't want to, like, we act like that doesn't exist. Like, we are viewed, I don't care me being married or not married, white people see us all the same. It doesn't change. Like, we get lumped in one group. We can't say, well, I don't qualify, I'm over here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they see us all. And if we keep painting this narrative as one, and we live in this very much, I only hold me accountable. Yes, I'm accountable for my actions, but at the same time, I still want to hold my sister accountable and let her know, like, sis, that's not cool. Especially if you come to me and telling me. A lot of women don't even tell their friends that they wrong.
Right.
You'll sit there and be like, well, it ain't my fault. I mean, we'll let her tell the whole story, and you know she wrong, and you won't say anything. And a lot of women can't, or they won't, because they're afraid they'll get attacked. They'll get cursed out. They'll lose a friend over holding their friend accountable. Right. And that's kind of where we're at. We can't.
Yeah, I think just in general, why it's important to even have this conversation about holding people accountable is because when you don't hold people accountable, they tend to repeat the same mistakes that this is why we get that generational curse of want to be a baby mama instead of a wife, and because nobody's holding you accountable for your actions, you know what I mean? Now you prioritizing a baby mama life, whatever the case is. Just like on the show, a lot of times we have black women who say they don't feel protected by black men. I think as black men, it's our responsibility to make sure we do a better job at making sure our women are feeling protected. Now, if I had that mentality, damn, you know what, that I'm responsible for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? All black women are speaking out to us. I can't think individually about something like that. You get what I'm saying? So whether they're not talking about me or whatever the case is, I still have to hold other black men accountable when I see them not doing shit. These niggas hold me accountable all the time when I do some fucked up shit. Like, I'm not gonna be like, they're not gonna be like, well, that's him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's responsible for himself. So I think in order to get back to that community where we all can collectively hold each other without getting offended, without feeling like somebody's attacking us, you know what I mean? So, let me get to this next topic.
I do want to ask you though, really quickly, since you do have such an open mind, and do you think that is another way that black men should approach these type of scenarios?
Nah, because if you approach in a way that they want you to approach, you ain't never gonna get the point across. People got to think about it, bro. The only reason that black women are this far gone is because black men allowed them to be. If for any reason we apply force behind what we say, and I'm talking about violent force, but I'm just saying in like the demeanor. If we apply force, they will be forced to listen. Now, I don't want to sound like some type of man dominatrix or nothing like that, but it's the truth. I mean, if we didn't allow the feminist movement to happen, it wouldn't have happened. Can't nothing happen unless the person with power allowed them to. So this was allowed to happen, and it wasn't just allowed to happen, it was made to happen. They made sure that this feminist movement would happen, and they gave it to black women in a shell black women ran off with it. Just like how black men ran off with it. Like this is a thing, bro. They give us things, my nigga. Like they'll give us negative things, bro, and we're running off with it. We ran off with the welfare. We ran off with the drugs that's been dropped into the cities. We ran off with the guns that's been dropped into the cities. Like, bro, it's like they could literally, they could predict what we gonna do. When they dropped the stuff off, when they dropped feminism off, bro, they predicted what we would do. And we did exactly what they thought we would do. It's crazy to me. Like, that's how dumb-minded black people think. They could predict how you think. Like I'm telling you, bro, when Ronald Reagan dropped that shit off, or any other presidents that fucked shit up, bro, when they did that, fool, they literally knew that it was gonna end up like this.
You mean like as far as like trying to hold black women accountable?
Yeah.
I wish I could say that there was a different way that you can go about it. I just think we are in such a bad place. I don't think that there's really anything that you can do. Honestly, I don't think you could say it soft. You could say, sweetie, baby, and it will still be.
It's like, either she gonna listen to you or not. It don't matter the message you say, because it's not the word. It's not the way you say it. It's always the words you say. So if a woman is more worried about the way you say it than what you're saying, that's not a woman you're gonna be able to talk to, because even if you say it in the way that she want it to be said in, she's still not gonna listen to you, bro. Either she gonna listen to you in any way, or she not gonna listen to you at all, bro. Don't lower yourself for talking. Don't be like, I'm gonna talk soft to her so she understand. Nigga, talk like how you talk, nigga. If she understand it, she gonna understand it. If she don't, she not. And if she don't understand it, nigga, that's your way to know. Don't fuck with her. Simple.
Like, why you call me baby? Like, it's still, honest. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like this I don't care attitude, this very masculine, I could do what I want, is so deep in us that I don't really know what black men can say. Because even just the thought of how the view of black men already, it's like you can't win, because black women view black men in such a negative way. So even when you try to say something nice, you're already going to be attacked because you're a black man trying to say something.
And just real quick, what kind of like pushback have you been getting, with your platform? Like, what kind of things are you seeing on your end? Like, what kind of comments are you getting, or what kind of like, threats are you getting? Like,
yeah, I mean, the pushback is always mind your business. That's the go-to, like, or why do you care? And it makes me realize, like, these people really don't care. And it's 99% black women who, in my opinion, view me a certain way, I guess, based on maybe how I look or my life, from what they believe to be something. But a lot of it is, again, mind your business. Why do you care? Let us do what we want to do. Like that. And that's like, are we serious? Like,
that's the feminist movement. That's the feminist movement in a nutshell. That was the message of, let us do this, let us do that, and don't worry about us. Bro, women are more into a separatism lifestyle than they are in working together with men. Feminists actually want to separate from men as a whole. If they didn't need us to make babies and to reproduce, nigga, they wouldn't want us. And that's the crazy part, is that us men, we want a woman, bro. We want a partner. We do. We just want them to be on the same time and we on. That's the craziest part, is that most of these women, especially these black women, bro, they be knowing they ain't gonna find no nigga the way they acting, and they don't want to change it. So they be okay with dying single. And it's crazy because, it kind of makes sense, because they seen they 9 times 10, if they got that mind frame, they seen their mama being single. They seen her do it. But they don't want to listen to her though. But gonna end up just like the mama. And then still gonna treat their daughter the same way their mama treated them. It just doesn't make sense, bro. I don't understand how you as a person itself could look at a cycle and want to keep doing the same thing that you see everybody else do. They okay with being in a group of women and they all not doing shit successful. They all not living to no kind of purpose. They all got baby mamas. Like, they all baby mamas. Like, imagine a situation that you have to be in as a man to be okay with being with bums. Because baby mamas in that nutshell is kind of considered a bum to like real women. Real women are like they don't feel good about those kind of women. You know what I'm saying? Just like men, we don't feel good about the young niggas in the hood slinging drugs and killing people. We don't feel good about that. But the thing is, we actually try to help ours. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you got women, especially the real women, they rather tend to themselves than to talk and try to hold a black woman accountable, because they know that 9 times 10 what's going to come from a female like that is they're going to be ready to fight about it. And real women don't want to fight. Just like real men don't want to fight. We'll fight. We'll get out there, but it ain't about that. It's about getting respect and understanding that. But with women, if women can't respect a man, you know damn well she ain't going to respect no woman. So it's just it's a downfall slope. It's like you basically, just like how we talk about the ghetto boys that's in the hood slinging drugs, killing people. Basically, what it is you just gotta let them go. Just like the black women that can't hold themselves accountable, you just gotta let them go. It's that simple.
You know, or they, you know, your husband's cheating. They just go with it could be anything. You could be talking about the sky being blue. They'll say, well, I hope your husband cheats on you. Or it could be anything. Anything, because you don't want to hear the truth. We can be talking about things that are really, really important. Like how we are, you know, our health is not the best as black women. We need to do better in that department so we can live longer for our children, for our grandchildren. And they'll, you know, you'll get a text for that. It's like you can't say anything to want the betterment of black women. And again, I say this all the time. I'm always talking about how we are the role model.
Am I too fat? Nah, girl, you look just fine. That's all the girls be saying. That's all the women be saying. Ask a man. They don't want to ask a man or a real man or a real woman. They don't want to ask nobody that they think gonna say something negative to them. They want to ask somebody who's a yes man. And that's the thing, is that most black women are yes mans to each other. To each other, bro. It's crazy how
that was for young girls.
It's just crazy to me how like black women is like an army, nigga. Like you hurt one and the other just gonna come out the woodworks and be defending her. She could be all the way in the wrong, but they still gonna defend her, fool. But like as a group of men, I'm a man. If I was in a group with other men and somebody said something to me that was crazy, like I ain't saying like a racist term, because you know racism, of course, people will defend that. But I'm saying like as a whole, like if somebody just came up to me and hit me or something, fool, ain't nobody in the crowd gonna stop that shit. They just gonna look. But let it be a woman that's in that situation. The first thing niggas doing is running over there trying to stop something. Don't even know what's going on. Don't know their business. Don't even know if the person got on them or nothing. They just gonna do it. And that's crazy. Niggas is going out their way to defend these women that don't even care about these niggas. These females don't even say thank you no more, bro. They don't even say thank you. They expect you to do it. You open the door for shorty and she walk right past and don't say nothing. Like, damn. I don't even do that shit no more, fool. I ain't lying. I don't do that shit no more. They talking about be a gentleman, but don't you got to be a lady first?
You don't care about, you know, if you don't care, then do your thing. Right. But it's always the ones who don't care that want me to not care. And it's like, I'm just not that person. I'm a school counselor, so I work with kids. It's no way I cannot care. It would be almost, you know, hypocritical for me to do what I do and not care. You know, I'm seeing their mothers, I'm seeing their grandmothers. Their mothers are older than me and they're 17 years old. And, you know, so it's a cycle. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I ain't know this was going to get this spicy on this show, man. I was always going to have a nice conversation, like, you know what I mean? It is nice for the most part. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe if y'all not already subscribed. Let us know in the comments if y'all agree, disagree. Maybe we bugging. Like, maybe we don't know what the fuck we talking about. Let us know in the comments. Let me get to this next topic, right? Can women experience true happiness without romantic relationships with men? What's your thoughts? Can we start here?
Watch them all say yes.
Sorry, what was the question?
Can women experience true happiness without being in a relationship with a man?
It depends. I don't know. It depends on the woman. I can only speak for myself. I'm spiritual, so I experience that happiness within God. God instills it in me, so that's my answer to that.
Okay.
Love that. I completely agree. Always God first. But I do believe it's a
but what does God tell you to do as a woman?
Personal thing. Like if you have your own type of hobbies and things that you enjoy, or things you like to do with friends that doesn't have.
These hoes is cooked, man. Look, fuck that. I'm done. bro. Cause okay, fuck it. Look. We just gonna. I just want to hear what she has to say. She finna be OC.
We're not speaking. Okay.
I just want to see what she has to say, bro.
All right, so let me reword this question.
Yeah.
Do you think women,
You want to answer?
Oh yeah, I'm not understanding here. Hit two.
something like this?
My thought process.
Oh, they not
is-
even gonna let her answer. Hey man, they ain't even gonna let her answer, fool. No. That's what I was saying. I ain't gonna lie because she did go off the dark. That's the worst one out the whole panel. I ain't gonna lie. And bro, I be feeling like when I be seeing these kind of podcasts, I be feeling like they just be finding these women and be knowing that they that type. But I don't think that they just look for that kind of women. I think like that most women probably do end up seeing the shit that they see. I don't know, bro. I mean, I could really tell just off by looking at them, see how they carry themselves, that it's not somebody I would be interested in. You feel me? Like, definitely more into a female that got a good head on her shoulders, and they all definitely look like they ain't got no good heads on their shoulders. I mean, look at this, bro. You got whatever this shit is, but she makes sure her hair, her makeup good, but the hair look crazy. And then you got this shit. Look at what this motherfucker wearing. It look like a trans man. I'm gonna be real, just off the look. It probably is. And then you got this with the HIV positive on the shirt with blue hair. It's like these is women that I'm knowing gonna be off the deep end, off the look. Off the look, I could tell they off the deep end. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I really don't know, fool, but it ain't up to me to know. I don't give a fuck. Let the hoes choose you. None of these hoes choose a nigga like me because they know I'm not going to give them no type of energy. Yeah, what it is. And it is what it is. Look, man, I appreciate y'all for watching the vid, though, fool. If y'all fuck with this vid, it's 3 more vids on the screen right now, so make sure you click one before you click off. Regardless, man, make sure you subscribe. Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at the top. Fuck with my other socials so I can be plugged in with y'all just like y'all plugged in with me, man. I fuck with y'all. Stay up, be blessed, have a good one. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the video today. It's been Vic Reacts. Peace, nigga.